Hi, guys. Welcome back to the Daily Dreamer. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out with me for a dream or two. All right, so I'm just going to jump right in here. So, when I wake up, I come to and I am in this like Candyland setting. So, I have like chocolate rivers, I have cotton candy clouds, I'm like on this Rice Krispie path, licorice mountains. I mean, you name it, it was there. It was really cool. And then there's this man and he's coming down the hill and he has like an ice cream cart. So I'm really excited because I want an ice cream. But then I walk over and he is yelling. He's just kind of like angry and he's upset because he's trying to wheel down the hill, but his tire is flat. And so he's just going on and on and on. And I'm like, okay, well, can I just get an ice cream? I mean, it's not a big deal. We can stop here. Well, he forgets about the tire when he notices that he's got a customer. So then he goes and he asks me, well, what I want, snow cone or an ice cream. So then I change my mind. I say snow cone. And he goes into the snow cone side and he goes to get some ice, but apparently there was no ice. So now he's even more upset and he's all angry and he's just yelling and telling me how it's, he got ice, but then they didn't fill it for him on the way out or so. I don't even know. He was just going off. So I'm like, all right, well, then I'll just take ice cream. So then he goes to the ice cream side and it's all melted. Because why? Because he didn't have the ice for the snow cones. So then he gets even more upset. And then he happens to notice that his sign is off. So he's not even getting customers because of that. Anyways, he is just having a rough time. And I was like, man, okay, well, it's a good thing it's dreamland because I can just manifest this myself. It's not a big deal. That's what I did. I manifested a snow cone. And then at that point, he just kind of looked at me for a moment for the longest time with this dumbfounded look like, how on earth did you ever get that to happen? That doesn't even make sense. But I didn't get a chance to answer him because I was back to consciousness. Okay, so wow, what a dream, right? It was cool up until I met the guy on the ice cream cart. But that's all right. So what happens? I go into a meditative state to get some sort of answers to these dreams. And what comes to me? Let me ask you something, guys. Do you ever wonder why life is such a chaotic roller coaster of ups and downs? So many negatives, very little positives. Have you ever actually tried through all of your ordeals to sit there and positively try to think something or even meditate or even pray just to see nothing come from it? I mean, are you stressing over the fact that you don't think that you have control over your future? Do you wish you had a magic wand to change everything? Do you wish you could just manifest things like I did in my dreams? Guess what? You have a magic wand. We all do. But no one really understands their magic wand. So let me go ahead and explain this for you. This magic wand is the good thing is it doesn't even require hardly any work from you. You can just literally think about it. And that's what it is. Your magic wand are your thoughts. Yes, they are, folks. Some of us refer to them as daydreaming. We like to daydream. We like to daydream because we like to think of better things for our future. I mean, when you sit there and days out the window, what are you thinking? Are you thinking that you want to win $1 million and have a better life for yourself? Well, guess what? Those thoughts are very powerful. They are so powerful that you don't even have a clue that once you start thinking about these thoughts, these daydreams, you are, without even knowing it, putting the wheels in motion to have that future manifest itself for you. Some say with a little faith and, well, some actual physical work on your part, steps to take to make that happen, like, I don't know, buy the lottery ticket, right? Some say that taking some physical steps yourself will help manifest those thoughts into fruition a little bit quicker than just thinking about them. It's that living in that now moment. If you're truly living in the now, then you're honestly making steps towards your better future. But if you're really not truly living in the now or taking those steps to make a better future, because you're so overwhelmed with all the problems and all of the negatives and everything that is going wrong in your world and how it's everybody else's fault because you chose no action. Well then, folks, let's do it this way. Let's take a moment, take 5 minutes, and sit with ourselves. If you don't want to get out of your own head to realize that you're the one that's creating your reality, then take a moment and just daydream. Sit for 5 minutes and daydream about what kind of a life you would like to have. And it's not so much how long you need to daydream about it as it is how many times you should daydream for it. Because the more and more that you daydream, the more and more that you are setting that into motion. Things will align themselves for you to be put in a position where you can make that reality happen. Folks, our thoughts, our subconscious is a very powerful tool, and we have no clue how to understand that tool and the power that it possesses. And until we understand it, we're going to continue to play Russian roulette with the engineer of earthly chaos. Okay? We are going to get caught up in the daily problems, the dramas that are going to keep us back, keep us thinking otherwise, keep us thinking negative, so that we cannot overcome these problems that we have on a daily basis. You know, if you take those problems, instead of sitting there griping about it and how it's never going to change and how it's always so negative, how about this? Use it as a remedy. Use it as looking at it not as a problem, but just another small challenge to strengthen your character for your future that is going to be coming to you. Start taking a moment after that, after you accomplish that problem, and congratulate yourself. And then sit and daydream a better life. And the more and more you start thinking about it, and the more and more you start thinking that these are not problems, but rather small challenges that are just strengthening your character, the better off that you're going to understand that you do have control over your life. You can start focusing better. You can start harnessing that energy into a manifestation for your better future. And now these problems that you have every single day are not problems anymore. They're just little surprises, and they're annoying surprises. But it's okay, because you're stronger than you were yesterday, right? And you're going somewhere. And where you're going, this problem, you don't have time for. So start looking at it as in a better light for you, for yourself. I have to watch the time here. We are at 8 minutes. Let's go ahead and talk about real quick, all right, how important it is to understand this tool, this force that you have. We have to understand that we unwittingly create the good and the bad in our lives. All of the problems that we have, everything that we love, everything that we hate, we sit there and we create that reality. Our thoughts do. Just for a moment, stop. Just take a moment and see it in a different light, different challenges. If you understand this, then you can go ahead and you can move mountains, folks. Your subconscious functions not in words, but in mental images, they say. The mental images that you, the designer, the engineer, construct. These mental images are what our subconscious understands. In other words, your daydreams dictate your reality. So if you're not having any because you're too busy dealing with life's drama, they want you to take a moment or two. Look within. Talk to your subconscious. Your subconscious interprets your dreams and understands them to be your desired reality. Because it sort of figures like, well, why are you thinking about it if you don't really want it? Obviously, you do want it because you are thinking about it. And so it doesn't register them as good or bad. It just registers them as you want it. And the more you feed that engine, the more and more it's going to make things happen for you, or at least put you in positions where things align for you. It's how you look at things, folks. Are they problems or are they challenges? Daydreams. They are your program codes for your future. Folks, why are we not daydreaming? The things that you love and desire, the things that you want frequently. When you can learn to manage your thoughts, your individual power, life is going to be a chaotic mess of ups and downs on a daily, folks. But if you understand the power that you hold in your thoughts and in your daydreams, then the negative past repetitive dramas won't happen, because now you've learned to take control of your thoughts and change them around and look at them in a different light. Your subconscious does not judge good or bad. It just takes in what you feed it. So how are you feeding your dreams, folks? How are you feeding your problems? How are you looking at things and on a daily? Do you truly understand the power that you hold? I don't know. What are your thoughts? Leave me some comments below. Until next time, guys, happy daydreams and sweet dreams to you and many blessings. Thanks.